There we go. Okay, so for those of you that can't be on, we'll just be able to access this link real quickly after the call. But I just want to let you know, first of all, there should be a chat bar at the bottom of your screen for you to talk. There's other coaches on the call. I won't be answering any questions during the call as I'm giving the presentation, but if you do have something to share, feel free to add it there, or you can just simply post it in the sneak peek page that we have posted. Tonight I'm going to share a little bit about my story, and then I'm going to go into more of a little bit about the history of Beachbody, where Team Beachbody evolved, and then finally I'm going to go into how you can get started as a coach in some different ways and opportunities for you. Okay, so a little bit about me. That's kind of me in a nutshell. Just to give you a little bit of background on me, my start with coaching was a little bit not so traditional. I was a pretty fit person, and I've always been a runner. And it was actually my brother that came to me, and he told me about this program called P90X because he had had really, really great success with it. And he thought that would be something for me to do. And I actually thought it was kind of a silly program. I had no interest in it, and I told him no. So he came back to me and he said, "Rhonda, I've heard about this program called Insanity, and it's for crazy people like you." And I was very flattered by that. Just kidding. And I decided, because I trusted him, that I would give it a try. And then he showed me a picture of Shanti, and I was all in. So I did the program completely all in for 60 days. And I had never, ever in my life had that kind of results in 60 days from a program. And therefore, I was pretty hooked. That picture on the top left is actually my results from Insanity the first time that I did it. It was also at this time that I was very stuck in my personal job, and I was kind of miserable in that aspect of my life. It's the kind of job where you drive to work and you start to get this pit in your stomach because you don't want to be there. I have that I have that every day. And I'm a mom, I have 2 boys, and the thing that I hated more than anything was the fact that I could not take my son to school in the morning. He was about 6 years old, my little one at the time, and that was killing me. And so I so badly wanted to be that person that says, "Oh, I just love my job, I love what I do," and I didn't want to dread my work. And so that's why immediately, because of the results that I was having from the program, I saw this coaching opportunity as something that was going to really benefit me as far as getting out of my job and doing this full time. I knew right away I wanted to do that. So within about 9 months, I was actually able to leave my job, and I took a huge leap of faith. And I actually went to work part-time at a running store for a couple years. And that's when I really, really got into coaching. And, I always say I was no longer sit at home and on the couch and watch American Idol Rhonda. I now became Motivation Rhonda. And that's kind of where that all started. And I really, really loved who I was becoming. And I can honestly say without a doubt that was the best decision I ever made. It was super scary, but I don't regret it, because now I am the person that gets to say I love what I do. And I don't really feel at all like it's work, because it's something that I love so much. I do spend a lot of time on it. I do invest a lot of time in people, but to me, that's my passion, and that's why I do it. Today, I would consider myself a major and a huge goal setter. I've been able to take my family on some really cool trips, and we have met probably the best friends I've ever had in my life because of this business. And I know now that I truly do make a difference. I lead a life of significance now. I have purpose. And whether it's for me to help somebody lose 50 pounds or 15 pounds, or help somebody with their coaching career, kind of change their life, that is why I do this. And it was all because I started a program called Insanity, which is so crazy to me. And so now 5 years later, I'm actually a full-time coach. I work from home. I not only take my son to school in the morning, but I also get to pick him up every single day. And I don't have to miss any of those family moments. Just today in particular, one of my youngest son's dance teacher called me and said, they're having a little performance. He needs to be there by 5. And I could just pick up and go. I couldn't do that before in my job. There was no way I could get him to something at 5 o'clock. Today, I am a 5-star diamond elite coach. And you don't have to know what that means. All you have to know is that I have helped a heck of a lot of people along the way reach their goals. Okay, so let me get into a little bit of the history of Team Beachbody. Um, Beachbody was actually formed in 1998 by founders Carl Deichler and John Congdon. It was original an infomercial company, and their core purpose was to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. That was the whole point of it. So some programs back in the day were Power 90, Thin Thighs, Great Abs, Slim in 6, and even P90X. And what was happening back then, they had these message boards on Beachbody, and a lot of people were helping each other have results. And what John and Carl saw in that opportunity was it was a very organic way of people helping one another achieve results. And they saw the opportunity for the network to come into place because of the results that people were having. And they invited those first original 40 people that were kind of on those message boards to become the founding coaches of Team Beachbody. And that officially launched in 2007. So since the launch of Team Beachbody, you can take a look at, this is a pretty awesome picture. I don't know if you guys see it on the far right. I have these blue marks. I don't know what happened, but I don't know why they're there. But anyway, these are just some of the programs. Now this slide was actually created last year. There's even been more since then. You either have completed one of these programs or you at least know somebody who's done one of the programs. You've probably, maybe done several of them. The thing that I love about Beachbody is they're very innovative. That means they're always coming up with new products. Just last year alone, the 21-day fix, P90, strawberry Shakeology, PIO, the 3-day refresh, which I'll explain in a bit. This past year, there's been the launch of Beachbody On Demand, which is fantastic. That is the if you don't want to use the discs anymore, you can actually live stream your workouts, and you'll have access to hundreds of hours of workouts now with Beachbody On Demand. Also, Max 30 was launched in December. 21-day Fix Extreme was launched in February. We're getting to launch or ready to launch Size, which is Shaun T's new dance workout, which I cannot wait for, in July, along with some other programs that will be launched that I cannot say and I'm not for sure yet, but let me just tell you, they're going to be awesome. Okay, so this is where we get into the numbers part of the presentation, and I'm not really a numbers person, but I do know that when a chart generally goes up like that, that's a good thing. But really, this just kind of gives you a snapshot picture of the revenue since the launch of Team Beachbody in 2007. The revenue that year was $8 million. In 2014, it says projected there, but it was over $500 million. And so what does that really mean? What does that mean for you? That's huge potential for growth. Like I said, there were 40 original coaches in 2007. When I started in 2010, there were roughly around 50,000 coaches. And the good news is we have more and more opportunity for coaches to join every year. Because in case you haven't noticed, we have this problem called obesity in our country. And people are starting to take notice of it. People are recognizing the need to get healthy. And this is where you come in as a coach. Now, originally, our founder, CEO, Carl Deichler, wanted to have, his goal is to have 1 million coaches. So as of about last week, we just reached over 300,000 coaches. So we haven't even come close to the goal yet. Therefore, it is a great opportunity for you to get in now. My favorite, Shakeology. I'm going to talk about this a little bit. I talk about this a lot. Obviously, Shakeology is Team Beachbody's marquee product, and it is only sold through coaches, which is really fantastic for all of us. I like to call it my ultimate daily dose of dense nutrition because there's really no compromise in the product. It's all 100% natural, no artificial flavors or colors. There's really a lot of amazing research and technology and quality and integrity that goes into the product, and you can just read some of the story behind it. It's amazing, and that is why I choose to have it every single day and why it is our #1 selling product. This is a really, really cool picture. I kind of have a little snapshot at the side there. I actually took that picture when I visited the corporate offices in California a few years ago. But what this is a snapshot of all the superfoods that are included in one serving of Shakeology, which is it's pretty cool to think that all these amazing superfoods found around the world are actually in something that you can drink every day. But what does that really mean? There's proteins, vitamins, and minerals, which kind of helps you that reduce hunger and food craving. Some of you have probably noticed that as soon as you started Shakeology. And there's antioxidants, phytonutrients, and these help detoxify and protect the body against free radical damage. There's adaptogen herbs. This helps to increase energy and combat stress. Energy has been a big one for me with Shakeology. And then finally, prebiotics, probiotics, fiber, and digestive enzymes. And this is probably, for most people, this is probably one of the biggest ones because this helps with digestion and promote regularity. Because really, who doesn't want to be regular? I totally went there. Okay. There's really nothing, like I said, on the market that matches dollar for dollar up to the nutrition and health benefits of Shakeology. I like to think of it kind of as our secret weapon for coaches, because if you're going to get optimal results with your fitness, this is kind of that key factor that you need to include in your regimen every single day. Now, I will say that everyone has their own separate story with Shakeology. For me, it's immunity. I rarely get sick. In fact, I really haven't been sick in probably over 4 years. So on a day-to-day basis, I can't say that I notice the benefits, but if I don't have it, I know right away. And I'll feel a cold coming on. Therefore, it's just not worth it for me to miss a day of Shakeology. There really is something for everyone with Beachbody and our product catalog. In the middle there, you'll see kind of that white program. That's the Ultimate Reset. It's a 21-day complete nutrition program. It's pretty intense. However, it's very detailed, and so it's actually kind of easy to follow. It's all your meals. Everything is planned for you. Of course, you have to get the food and prepare it. I've done it twice with my husband, and it's been the most rewarding thing that we've done, because we really kind of got back to the basics with nutrition. There's no exercise involved, so somebody that might not be ready for a big exercise program, it's a great way to start. And then for some people that aren't quite ready to go all in like that, we just introduced a 3-day refresh last year, which is it's a 3-day kind of a cleanse. It's not like a juice cleanse you see on the market. You're actually going to be eating on this proteins, quality fats. It's just kind of a way I like to do it after I get back from vacation, just kind of cleanse my body and just kind of feel refreshed and ready to go again. And then of course you'll see all our catalog of all our fitness programs, a ton of accessories, and then something I'm really excited about. In July this year, we're going to be launching the new Beachbody Performance supplements. I have been extremely fortunate to be a product tester for those, and I will just say this: they are awesome. You will want these, trust me. So this picture is really cool. So this kind of just gives you a general snapshot of some results. I mean, there are literally thousands of people that have had results with Beachbody programs. And this is kind of what coaching for me is all about, because when I see these success stories, it reminds me of what I do and why I do it. And it honestly makes me so proud to be a Beachbody coach, because our products are proven to work. We don't provide quick fixes. We don't provide something that's easy. And any of you that have done our programs know they're not easy, but they provide lasting results. And that's why I believe in them so firmly. And you know me, I am not a believer in quick fixes. But Beachbody products really not only change lives physically, but just in any other aspect of a lot of these people have become coaches. And it's just been a pretty incredible experience to see lives changed as well. I have a coach on my team that has lost over 200 pounds, and to see somebody's not only physical transformation, but just to see him evolve as a person has just been so incredibly rewarding and fulfilling for me as a coach. And so the other thing too is that we, as coaches, we really want to, just because we have such a huge product library, we really figure out what program will work best for you, because there's not one particular program good for everybody. So I'm going to say this probably several times, but this is really one of my favorite parts of being a coach, and that's the peer support, because I really do get to work with my best friends. Our coaches are amazing people. We're really positive people, I think, because we're healthy, we take care of ourselves. We're a community of people that join together and support one another in a mission. And the mission really is to end the trend of obesity. So not only are these my best friends that I work with, but I've gained the freedom to do what I truly love, and that's showing people how they can achieve their goals and really their dreams like I've done. It's incredibly significant, incredibly fulfilling work. And I can tell you, when back in the day when I was in my car driving to work, I did not feel that feeling. And then bonus, we get to do really fun things. We get to travel. We get to, spend time with our friends that live all across the country. So that's a really cool thing. So you've probably heard me talk a lot about how a coach's job is to help people, but you're thinking, well, what does that really, really mean? What do you do as a coach? And I often get asked if a coach has to be in peak physical shape or a certified trainer. So I just want to clear up some misconceptions about what coaches don't have to be, and then I'll give you some examples of what we actually do. Like I said, you do not have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. You don't have to already have achieved your fitness goals or your nutrition goals. And here's an important one. A coach does not need to be a salesperson or an experienced salesperson. In fact, the best people are not salespeople, because we really just share what we're doing with people. What a coach does need to be is passionate and dedicated to helping people achieve their goals. For me, it's really about relationships. It's a people business. If it weren't for the people, we wouldn't have this business. So I really, really dedicate myself to forming relationships with people. In addition, it's really important that we are committed to being a proof of the products by using the programs every day. And that includes drinking Shakeology and working out. And then finally, and this is probably the most important thing, you need to be committed to improving and developing yourself. And what I mean by that is just through personal development. It really, really is the key to building confidence, being able to set goals and help your coaches stay focused on their activities they need to help their business grow as you grow your business. What are some of the benefits of being a coach? Okay, so when I first started this, like I said, I was working full time. So you have the ability to work your own hours. If you love your job and you want to do this part time, then stay in the job that you are. If your desire is to leave your job and do this full time, I'm here to tell you, you can do that. You can build it online. You can build it in person. You're really going to share your passion and attract people that are like you. Therefore, I have a lot of moms on my team because therefore I'm a mom. Like I said, it was my goal to be full-time, but if it's not yours, then that's okay. Maybe you just want to be accountable to your fitness goals. Maybe you just want a discount on your products. That's whatever it is for you. That's what I want you to do. But here's the thing that I love the most. I get to be me every single day. When I was working in a job, sometimes I had to kind of compromise who I was in order to, do the job. And I think that a lot of us have to do that. But every day now, I get to be 100% authentically me, and that rocks. What are some of the rewards of being a coach? Well, obviously, we get paid our commissions. Initially, when you start as a coach, you'll be paid commissions on your retail sales. And then as you grow your business, you'll be paid on bonuses for your team volume beneath you. We've been able to go on some really cool trips. We've been to Disney. We've been on cruises. We've been to Cancun. We've been to Bahamas. We're going on a cruise next year. And it goes on and on. We've been to leadership things. It's been something that I would have never, ever in a million years done without this opportunity. And of course, we love to recognize everybody for their little achievements. That's something that's really important to us. And, if you make the littlest goal of, losing 10 pounds or you advance in rank in your business, we're going to celebrate you. And then, sometimes we get a little cool swag. And a couple years ago, we got this kind of, I think it's kind of a ridiculous thing that we got, but it was actually a Shakeology Snuggie. It was kind of creepy in a way, but my son in the corner just thought it was the greatest thing in the world. So what kind of support and training is available to you? We provide outstanding support. As a new coach, you'll get started with what we call 7-day business quick start. It kind of gets you started on your first week as a coach and what you need to do to get started in your business. And then after that, we do something called Coach Basics. It's led by one of the leaders on our team. I usually start one every 30 days or so. I'll be starting another one in June. It'd be a perfect opportunity for you to get started in that. And then what that is, it's just all online, and we're kind of teaching you something every day, and you kind of go by at it at your own speed and pace. There's also a Coach Training Academy and a ton of marketing tools in our Coach Online office that will help you and set you up for success. We also keep you up to date on news and announcements through communications, like our national weekly call that's on Mondays. We have a monthly e-newsletter, Coach Monthly, and then we also have breaking news in the back office. We have a coaching FAQ, which I think there's like 25,000 questions there that you can go and there'll be some kind of answer. But really, we like to kind of keep it safe and intimate. So we have a private group on Facebook. You'll be in a couple different groups, and if you have questions, there's always going to be somebody there that will support you. We have a really, really fantastic team culture that I pride myself on, in that we want you to succeed. That's kind of what you can expect from our team. Like I said, you'll have some new coach training. We do have weekly team calls. They're Sunday nights at 8 p.m. And then some of the leaders on our team have separate calls in addition to that. If you can't get on live, they'll obviously be recorded for you to tune in at your own time if you're, at a job or whatever. We do a lot of team building. Like I said, we have a really great team culture. That picture there you'll see was taken last year at our annual conference, which is kind of weird because that is such a small segment of our team now. We have grown like leaps and bounds in the past year. It's probably like 5 times that now. And that was just a small sampling of them. We have leadership training that some of the leaders, we go, last year we went to Scottsdale, we went to San Diego, just to kind of further our training as leaders. Like I said, we have a Facebook team page. And then we love to recognize you, and we love to make sure that we celebrate your successes along the way. Okay, so what are my options to get started? There's these 2 really friendly people here. That's actually my brother. He's the P90X guy. And you're thinking, I'm ready to join your team, Rhonda, and help others achieve their health and fitness goals. So there's a couple different options for you to get started. Your first option is to join as a coach, which is obviously why you're here. Jackson's real excited about that. The best way to start is through a challenge pack, because that is an average savings of about $50 to $80. What that includes is, well, first of all, you'll have your $39.95 coach enrollment fee will be waived with the challenge pack, so you don't have any kind of startup fee. The challenge pack is going to include your fitness program, your first 30 days of Shakeology on Home Direct, and then a trial month of the Beachbody Club subscription. So earlier when I talked to you about on-demand and being able to stream live videos, that is part of the club subscription. There's even a challenge pack for just the on-demand package, which is a new thing, which is an awesome opportunity. Your second option is just to get started on Shakeology Home Direct, and if you do that, you'll just pay the enrollment fee and get started there. And then if you're already a user of Shakeology and you want to get started with the fitness program, same thing. Just choose your fitness program, pay your enrollment fee, and you are started as a coach. There is a $15.95 monthly service fee. I think I covered this on our sneak peek page. However, let me just tell you what that includes. So if you've ever turned on the TV pretty much at any time of the day and scrolled, you're going to see there's a Beachbody infomercial. We spend millions of dollars every year on media promotion and brand awareness. That's part of what that fee is covering. You'll also have some personal websites, online stores that you can send people to place orders through you. Like I said, there is an online office. That's where you track your orders. You have online breaking news where you're checking your volume. There's just a ton of stuff there. Also product warehousing. You do not need to store 300 packs of Shakeology in your house. I promise you, you don't have to do any of that. That is all done for you. So you don't have to worry about any overhead or supply, none of that. You have excellent customer service and technical support. There's marketing, communications, training, and then finally, the last one, there's a really cool feature called Success on Demand. That's through our Coach Online office, and what that is just an assortment of audio, books, magazines, YouTube videos, all personal development that you can access at any time, and that is all included with your $15.95 monthly fee. You might be thinking, well, Rhonda, I just want to get started as a customer. Maybe I want to get started in a challenge group. I'm not sure if the coaching thing is right for me right now. that's great. You can still start with a challenge pack. The only difference is, of course, there won't be any kind of fee. You'll just pay the challenge pack thing. But the difference is you won't be able to make a commission if somebody buys a product from you. And really what I've noticed is that most people that start with a challenge pack end up being coaches anyway. So I always encourage you just to get started as a coach. Okay, so in the next 24 hours, whoever invited you to this webinar, they're gonna get in touch with you and they're gonna follow up, and they're gonna ask you a few questions. It's like, what did you like most about this presentation? Do you think this might be a good fit for you? And which option appeals to you, coach or customer? So I really want you to think about this. And before we end this presentation, just consider these things. What can becoming a coach do for you? Who can you help if you're a coach? And what are your goals? What are your dreams? Are there things in your life right now that maybe could use some improvement, or maybe you want something to be a little bit different? I know I did. And maybe your head is spinning right now with, oh my gosh, there's so many people right now I'm thinking about that I can help. If you're thinking like that, you are already a coach. Then I want you to ask yourself, is what you're doing right now going to get you there? Is it where you want to be right now? I really had to ask myself that question a few years ago. And that's a hard question sometimes. But when I was working at a job and not taking my son to school and missing out, I knew that I wanted more in my life. I wanted something bigger, and I deserved to think bigger than that. Back then, I was a mom that was stuck in every day, and I was just miserable. And now I get to do every single day what I love, and I get fulfillment from it. And not only that, I get to work with my best friends, which is pretty cool. And I can work from anywhere. If I want to go, this summer I'm going to be traveling for pretty much the month of July. I can work from anywhere, and that's awesome. I can also do my workouts from anywhere. Thank you, on demand. And then I want you to think about this. I was average back then, but I knew I had the potential to be great. But I just needed something to believe in, and I knew that the results of that helped me believe in myself. Just ask yourself, what are your goals and what are your dreams? Our team really is like family, and I got to be honest with you, sometimes family is the hardest ones to convince of your dreams. But we're a family that's going to support your dreams, I promise you. And so I really and absolutely definitely want you to be a part of our team. It would be an honor for me to welcome you to our team. I just want to thank you. That was 30 minutes. Wow. So I want to thank you for taking time to get on this presentation. Like I said, the coach who invited you, they will follow up. They'll tell you everything you need to know. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask them on that sneak peek page. I'll leave it open for a couple more days. But like I said, why not take a chance? Take a leap. I went from a mom feeling completely stuck to living a life that I cannot even explain right now. It's pretty amazing. My first check with Beachbody was $30, and today I can honestly say that I make more in 1 week than I made in well over a month when I was working full time. And I don't say that to boast. I say that because it can absolutely happen if you let it. I want you guys to have a great night. Thank you for tuning in, and we will be in touch.